Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for joining in with us since we are doing this virtual graduation in response to the need to be safe during this worldwide pandemic. Despite that, it does not lessen the magnitude or the importance of our events tonight. We are here to celebrate the graduation of our 10 chief residents in surgery who have taken a variety of long and winding roads to get to this waypoint that marks not an end of the journey, but a new beginning. It is no small thing to accept this immense responsibility. It's an extraordinary privilege. And in point of fact, you have been given great power. Yet it remains one of the great truths that despite its origins with Spider-Man's uncle, great power comes with great responsibility. After graduating from med school, you earned the right to be named doctor. This word comes from the Latin word docere, which means to teach. And now you have become surgeons in this ecosystem in which you will do your teaching. The origin of the word surgeon comes from the Latin and Greek for doing handwork. You will not only work with your hands, but with your heart and your minds in order to provide the best care for your patients. Your teaching may come in many forms. You may choose to teach in the operating room, or the classroom, or the community, or in your house of worship, or even in just your home. But that's not what I want to draw your attention to at this moment. I'm asking you to honor this great power and responsibility that you've been given by being committed to teach your patients. They're counting on you, not just to do the handwork of surgery, but to guide them, to teach them so they might choose the proper path to take, whether it be under the knife or not. Your great responsibility is to never lead them to a choice for money or just because you have a hole in your operating schedule, thus denying them the time to prepare, do a more refined workup, an adjuvant intervention, or anything that might improve their outcomes. They are counting on you to do more than just hand them a consent form with a list of complications, thus checking a box and fulfilling your legal duty. They are counting on you to respect their autonomy as human beings and for you to teach them. This will be hard. They are counting on you to make the right recommendations that takes in the totality of their life, even if it means sending them to somebody else or not operating at all. This too will be hard, but all of you are up to the task. Dr. Asbun took us on a journey of change this morning, and you will have the incredible opportunity to witness innovations in your professional lifetime. You will make choices to accept or reject the status quo. Try hard to avoid rigid thinking. There should be no sacred cows in surgery, and really, there shouldn't be any sacred cowboys either. This will be so hard you have no idea. It is tempting to maintain the status quo. After all, it is what it is. But again, I know all of you are up to the challenge. We've all heard this term, it is what it is. And I'm as guilty of this as anybody. We rarely ask, what is it? And maybe we should be saying, no, it ain't. And what are we going to do about it? David Ratner, who came to give grand rounds early this year, another former SAGES president, inspired me with 5 words many years ago. You are what you do. You are what you do. These are very powerful words, and as a surgeon, you are very much what you do. Your heart, your mind, and your hands come together when you not only do surgery, but how you do it. How have you treated your patients, their families, and the team that helped you get it all done? And don't forget this last point. No matter how good you are or how good you think you actually can't do it all by yourself. Never forget that. It is one of the easiest ways you can remember to leave your ego at the door. Paternalistic medicine is hopefully being replaced by a more enlightened, a more thoughtful, and certainly a more just way to practice the art of what we do. And so, it is fitting that we consider this day of graduation on June 19th, 2020, otherwise known as Juneteenth, as an opportunity to recognize the importance of change and the rejection of the status quo. If we've learned nothing in the last few months from the death of George Floyd and so many others, maybe we should realize that now. It is not enough to speak for change or even fight a war to end the abomination of slavery. As an American, a former Army officer, sworn to defend this country, a surgeon, and a member of this community, I actually believe in the words of the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We as a nation have failed. We have failed to live up to this when any segment of our society is crying out over and over again, our lives matter. We have to do something. As doctors, maybe we should teach something. Maybe we should help someone, or perhaps more importantly, help somebody help themselves. As for me, by listening, reading, and talking with people who can educate me, I am working to change my own reference points to guide what I will do. And don't get me wrong, this Department of Surgery is what it does, and we have done some very good work to teach the community, to inspire youth in the realm of STEM education through our Drone STEM and other programs, a gala to raise money to support battered women and children, and yes, sometimes men too, through our holiday donation program, Dr. Lucan's lunch program to feed school children, and our own UBMD Surgery Scholarship to support education for staff, not to mention a few other things. It's a good start, but I think we can probably do more so that this moment in time is not just a soundbite, not just a tweet, not just a billboard before the next big thing becomes the topic of conversation. If you read the curriculum from the RRC and the ACGME, we have an obligation to teach not only the hard skills of cut, sew, and tie, which we do with our hands, our laparoscopic tools, our robots, but also the soft skills, consent, respect, social determinants of care, and social justice. It is our collective responsibility as physicians and surgeons in the 21st century. So, Jean, Rafa, Alex, Tatiana, Peng, Tracy, Rich, George, Andrew, and Tom, I'm amazingly proud of all of you. I have little fear that you are not up to the task ahead of you. I know you are, and it's important that you know you are as well. And yes, it's true. The end of the beginning is not quite tonight. Sorry. There are some fellowships to do and some boards to take, but this accomplishment of completing your general surgery residency is awesome. And you should savor this day because you are not only smart, you have mastered the skill of handwork as your tool for healing the sick. Please, be what you do. My sincerest congratulations, and I hope to hear from all of you as the years go by.